In an ordinary, isolated, and remote town called Malestrom, where nothing ever happened, strange events were finally about to unfold on a sunny October day. A golden statue had mysteriously appeared. Some in the town paid it no heed, yet there were others who saw the idol as a good omen. Those who were at first intrigued by the golden statue were soon mesmerized by it. The tears of blood it shed certainly seemed to hint at miraculous possibilities. The worshippers bowed before the statue, chanting the name inscribed on the statue. They chanted Dagon, Dagon over and over again. Good fortune smiled on the town briefly, but soon malevolent incidents began to occur. The people in the peaceful town were soon at each other's throats. Fights broke out. Some had engaged in gunfights. Bloodshed soon ensued. The potter's field kept amassing corpses while the soil soaked up the blood like a drought devouring all moisture. Still, the people worshipped. And when the stranger with the black horse appeared, they had assumed he was the rider, Death, of the apocalyptic four horsemen. But when the idol worshippers and the people in the bar noticed that he had gone into the saloon for a drink, they felt a sigh of relief, that he was simply a man and not some portentous being arriving to claim their souls. "What can I get for you, stranger?" the bartender asked. The wanderer replied, "Strongest whiskey you've got." "What's with the statue?" the wanderer asked. "Well, if you ask me," the bartender said, "well, for starters, it has to be made of fool's gold. And as you see outside, there are some real fools. I think some outsider plans to form a congregation here, so he puts that thing out there. People offer it trinkets. Some idiots have even killed themselves by spilling their own blood. That statue has been nothing but trouble. I want no part of it." And so the wanderer sat outside, watching the strange human drama unfold. A quiet desperation loomed over the town like an ominous cloud. Gunshots rang out. He could hear the screams of women and then silence come from the nearby inn and country store. And still the worshippers were on their knees before their golden god, praying for miracles to occur amid violence and death. But it was when a young child was taken from her mother that the wanderer's blood began to boil. The mother pleaded for Scallywag to give her back her little girl. But the man with the patch, in his zealotry of the statue, planned to sacrifice the girl to it. "We spill her innocent blood to Dagon, then the town will see prosperity again." "Let her go," the wanderer replied. "If you let her go now, I might let you live." Scallywag became infuriated. You think you can tell me what to do? I've killed the likes of you before." The girl kept screaming for her mommy. Scallywag, with his free right arm, reached for his gun. Despite his bravado, or rather a show of it, Scallywag was no match for the wanderer. The bullet ripped into his shoulder, thus making him lose control of his arm. He inadvertently aimed in the statue's direction. There had been much blood spilled in the town, and the golden idol had derived sustenance from the blood. People looked on in horror as the demon who introduced itself as Zelfalco materialized out of the blood.
"This is what you fools get for worshipping false idols and spilling blood. If you spill enough blood, demons will come. And I am Apocalypse, come to end your reign of stupidity." "Oh, look who we have here. So you are here, wanderer. We meet again. Last time you were fortunate to have escaped me as you ran off like a little girl. but attempt to hinder me from slaughtering everyone in this town, and you will join them as well. See how they remain immobile? It is because they know that they stand no chance against me. Leave. There is no one for you to save here except yourself.
I am not the same person that you met last time, the Wanderer retorted. This time, I will stop you. Falco laughed hideously upon hearing the Wanderer proclaim such a statement.
Do you think you can stop me? You are no better than me.
So Falco replied, I am nothing like you, the Wanderer protested.
You have a dark side inside of you. Think you're always drawn toward the darkness. Evil is like steel to you, and you are the magnet.
So Falco said as persuasively as he could.
This time, I will have you.
This time your words have no effect on me, said Falco.
Then I shall simply rip you to shreds.
Falco said it in irritation. I do not fear you. The demon lunged at the Wanderer, but he remained still and did not flinch. The Wanderer had not lied. He no longer feared Falco, and it was this intrepidness that worked in his favor. But even as Falco kept feeling the infernal pull of the underworld, he remained ever defiant.
This is not over, Wanderer,
Falco said.
You haven't heard the last of me. I shall return.
The people in the town cheered. Many of them felt as if they had been awakened from a trance. We owe you a great debt, stranger. Is there any way we can repay you? And as the Wanderer began to ride away, he stopped and said, You all can dismantle the statue and leave this town. Burn it all to the ground. Go start your lives anew, somewhere else. The evil malevolence that held its sway in this town could return. If you value your lives, depart this town as soon as possible. And the mysterious stranger, the Wanderer, rode off into the distance like some ghost. The people of the town did as he had suggested. Still, they always wondered who or what the stranger was. What was he, or had he ever once been a mortal man? So in the end, the Wanderer became a legend for the survivors of Malestrom to tell their children.